Hi everyone, this is Matt from drawingtutorialsonline.com. I have a really cool video critique to share with you. Hillary is looking to promote more three-dimensional form within her portrait drawings. Let's get right to the critique. This is a 3-hour life drawing in charcoal. I was going for precise likeness by searching for shadow shapes, but once the drawing looked like her, I didn't know how to develop the forms. Yeah, I mean, the latest two, the portrait drawing tutorial where I was drawing the guy's head and the guy was kind of looking up, that one, towards the latter part of that video, I really pushed the forms of the portrait. The other one that, if you want to see me render, it's the cast drawing, the later lessons, that's pushing the form. I think those two lessons and courses would be pretty good. And basically, let's bring this into Photoshop and let's make it bigger. Pushing the form would be, by the way, this is a really great portrait drawing. So there's many different ways to shade. There's not two, there's many. Some people shade on a diagonal. I do that sometimes. Some people shade up and down. I do that sometimes. Some people shade with like a really figure eight, scribbly type of tone. I do that as well. And then some people shade around form. I do that too. The key is to do all four of these types of shading. And now, when you want to push the form, ultimately, and I'm not going to try to render here, I'm just going to use marks on your drawing to show you the pencil stroke direction. So in essence here, like this would need some pencil stroke direction that's not dark like what I'm doing, but light in the appropriate value that wrap around. Like over here, you can give me one or two strokes that wrap that way. With the cheekbone, you can give me one or two strokes that wrap that way. It's kind of all that type of stuff on top of what you already have. With the hair would really need some convex type line, and that promotes more modeling and it promotes more form. And the other thing, and this is getting into the weeds a little bit, is I don't really do this on my short drawings. I only do it on the long ones. And this seems to be like an intermediate type drawing. So a long one for me would be like a couple of days. A short one for me would be like a 20. An intermediate one would be like 3 hours. So it can be done on an intermediate one, that you think about all of these different surface planes hitting this model's face. And each one of those surface planes has a different value. And that's another way to push the modeling of the form. So let's recap here. Number one, it's combining all four of these pencil strokes. Number two, it's emphasizing the pencil strokes around the form on top of the tone that you already have. So you're layering tone. The third thing is to introduce more convex line both on the face and in the hair. Convex line that comes from the edge. So it's kind of all over the place. Sometimes you get these edges that roll in, and they really promote the form. And then thinking about the surface planes and determining where the value is on each particular surface plane. Like over here, this is just a flat, big, grandiose type surface plane. But ultimately, there's a lot of surface planes going on. There's the brow bone that tilts up. Then there's this that tilts in. And you kind of have it, but you're asking me specifically how to model more when you get to this point, and it's just really the nuance of all these things that I'm saying. And last but not least, it's the modeling factors and being very, very aware of where the light is coming from and trying to push the modeling factors wherever you can, even if it's just, okay, I see the dark half tone on the jaw, Then I see the accent. This is the reflected light. This is the dark halftone. I have a highlight over here on the lip. It's really doing that as well. But listen, this is a really top-notch life drawing, and I really want to congratulate you. This is a keeper, and I wouldn't obviously touch this one, and I don't think you intend to. I would just do these things that I'm mentioning to you on the next drawing, because that was a really, really good portrait drawing. And I just love what you did there. And I love the unfinished quality. I love the pencil stroke direction. I love the shadow shapes. It's a real success, that one. So you should be very happy with that piece. All right. Thank you so much for watching that video critique. If you're looking to get some feedback on your artwork, consider a membership to drawingtutorialsonline.com. Every single Monday, I film about 3 hours worth of critiques for our members. We dive in, not too deep, but just deep enough to give people feedback on a weekly basis. Check out the links below, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.